You're watching NFL Daily with a mailbag. I am Tom Downey, answering all of your questions from our live audience here on Monday on NFL Daily. First up from Arin Patel, will the Dolphins be in the playoffs? No, they have been formally eliminated, which I'll take advantage of this point too. Arin, check out our playoff picture video. It is available on the channel. We put one out Sunday night, putting one out Tuesday morning as well. It breaks down the entire playoff picture for you guys. To the surprise of nobody, producer Jack finding a way to get a Mac Jones question on air. Mac Jones, how is he? He's been pretty damn good this year. I think he went to a really good situation, which is a credit to both him and the coaching staff. Make no mistake. I've been impressed by him. I think he's been a very quality quarterback. He's made a lot of nice plays on third downs. There have been some up and down moments. That's okay. All young quarterbacks go through those. Is a 21-12 touchdown interception ratio what you want? No, not really. But 7.2 yards per attempt he's a rookie quarterback. The receiving core is not that great. I think you should feel pretty good about Mac Jones. Can he make a deep playoff run? Possible. You have to make some big-time plays down the stretch. I still think Patriots Jimmy G is a pretty apt comparison for him. From Shanav, what does Denver do this offseason? I think you got to fire your head coach and go get a new quarterback. I've been slowly working on my team needs list for all the NFL teams. I already got through Denver because they're out of the playoff race. Quarterback's like their biggest need. You're probably looking for a potential right tackle with who's the right tackle? Cam Fleming is the backup. It's Bobby Massey is their starting right tackle. There it is. I almost forgot. You got to figure out that situation in terms of who your right tackle is. You might be looking for some more help along the linebacker position. Maybe you got some free agent corners you got to address. But quarterback, head coach, by far your two biggest focal points. From Big Mad, Small Sad. I don't know who best describes in the chat sports office. Maybe Sam with Oklahoma. Yeah, probably Oklahoma. Who says no? Baker Mayfield and a first for Russell Wilson. I think Seattle might want a little bit more, but this isn't that bad of a reset. Remember, the Seahawks allegedly tried to move Russell Wilson as part of the deal with the Browns. They were going to draft Josh Allen, allegedly. In terms of a quick reset for Seattle, maybe Baker's your guy. Maybe he's not. Probably a better gamble than the other quarterbacks in this year's draft if you can fix his footwork. It's a disaster. It's why he's been so bad this year. I think Seattle would want a little bit more, but I think as a starting block, it's actually a pretty decent idea. So where will Russell Wilson play in 2022? Is it in Seattle or somewhere else altogether? This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and shoot your shot. Make your predictions for me. From Dillon Heck. Thinking of the Super Chat, by the way. Thank you, Producer Jack. Thinking of the unlikely event of the Colts losing to the Jags, the Raiders and Chargers tossing the game out to tie, and both of them making it. Okay, so we have a joke here in the office. This has been brought up several times in the office today alone by Producer Jack 5 hours after we discussed it in the office. We've actually had a little bit back and forth there. I don't see how the Raiders and Chargers would do that. I think they would both still try to win because, man, wouldn't it be nice to knock out your rival in that scenario? At least if you're the Raiders because you're still trying to win. Like I get that. My theory here is even the Colts have not beaten the Jags in Jacksonville since 2014. I think that's right. I think they beat the Jags because they're a terrible franchise. If the event that happens, I think you would still see both teams try to win. If it got to overtime, which at that point, you might see them just try to kill some clock to an extent. Mr. Lubo, Bill Belichick gets fired, he should go to the Cowboys. Yeah, but he's not getting fired. Like, there's no chance. So, thanks for the super chat. Every Cowboys fan would love to see that happen. But if Patrick Mahomes gets cut, he should go to the Cowboys too. Equally unlikely. From Blazy. Should the Titans be favorites to win the AFC to get the number 1 seed? It's a good question because the hate for the Titans is real. Nobody believes in them. Everyone's like, the Chiefs are going to do it. Not the Bengals. The Bills are going to win. The Titans, even though they are probably going to get Derrick Henry back, there is some very real, we don't believe in the number 1 seed. So, do you believe in Tennessee or not? Who is the best team in the AFC right now? You feel good one way or the other? You know what you should do? Bet on it. Head over to our sportsbook partner, BetUS, chatsports.com/bet, promo code NFL to get yourself a 125% deposit bonus. You can bet on who's going to win the AFC. The Titans, the favorites to be the number 1 seed, which they should secure when we win this week, plus 450. They're going to get the bye. They're guaranteed to get to be one of the final 4 teams. That's a bit unusual for the number 1 seed to be that low. The Chiefs, plus 200. The Bills, plus 200. The Bengals, AFC North champions, not even on here. The disrespect. The Colts are ahead of them, which I don't buy, by the way. All right, from John Dorman. Who is more likely to coach the Bears, Peyton or Day? I think Ryan Day. I really don't think Sean Payton heads to the Chicago Bears. It's a fun pipe dream. I get it. I would be shocked if that happened. The Saints are a better team right now, and they don't have a quarterback. They go get a quarterback, boom, all of a sudden, they're in pretty good shape. Steven Crosio, which Week 18 primetime game shouldn't be primetime? The only one that should be is Raiders-Chargers. That one should be a primetime game. Chiefs-Broncos, Cowboys-Eagles. I mean, I get why they did it to keep some semblance of balance, but I don't know if you needed those games in prime time. Those both could kind of end up being a bit of a snooze fest in the end. Super chat from the Big Dog. Michael Gallup back on a 1-year deal to Dallas to get his stock back up. It's possible. I don't really know what to expect for Michael Gallup in free agency. Some guys get paid. I think Allen Robinson got paid. Bud Dupree, I know, got paid. Sometimes it takes longer to recover. So the timing is terrible. It's already January. You're looking at probably around a 9-month recovery. Maybe he's good to go for week 1. Maybe not. It's brutal. It's a really unfortunate development for Michael Gallup. I don't know what his future holds. We'll know more in the coming months at least. We will have plenty of NFL free agency coverage for you guys. So subscribe right now. Free videos every single day on everything you could possibly want on the NFL. From bambtroll, could you see Byron Leftwich as the Vikings head coach? I mean, it's possible. I'm very curious to see what path the Vikings pursue as or for their next head coach. I think offensive mind would be a good fit. I wonder if Byron would be a great fit in Jacksonville in particular, but I think he'll draw some interest this year. I wonder, though, if Bruce Arians wants him to be the next head coach in Tampa. From Cam, will the Bucs sign a new receiver to replace Antonio Brown? I don't think so. I know Chris Godwin's out for the year, but you've got Mike Evans, 5th-round pick who I like, Tyler Johnson, Jalen Darden, who I like. Rashad Perriman's made some plays. You got Scotty Miller as a slot guy. And Cyril Grayson made plays for you. So, and you got 5th-round pick Justin Watson. So, there aren't really any good free agents out there. I know you're down 2 of your top guys in Brown and C.J. Goodwin. I don't foresee the Bucs adding a receiver because who are you going to get? Who's good? Nobody. Sterling Alba. Will the Eagles win a playoff game and why? Let me see who they play. I think the team, because you're not going to get the Cowboys in the 4 seed in the 5 matchup. You're not going to get that high. If you draw the Bucs, I don't think so. I honestly, I think the Bucs would pound Philly in a playoff game. If you can get the Cardinals or the Rams, those teams are beatable. So let's see who they draw in a playoff matchup. I lean towards no, but I'm not going to close that door quite yet. Boris Diaw, kind of Boris Diaw, is watching here. Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. Some very obvious flirting between Rodgers and Pittsburgh kind of throughout the season, which is a bit weird. You're going to run into the same issue. Are you really going to lose your MVP quarterback when you make a deep playoff run? Probably is what it sounds like. I think Pittsburgh makes a lot of sense for Rodgers. Go all in, keep trying to win football games. Maybe 6th round in Green Bay, but I kind of doubt it in the end. So what do you think? Will Aaron Rodgers be traded, whether it's to Pittsburgh or Denver or the Raiders or wherever? Will he be traded? Y for yes, N for no. Jamarcus Monroe, is Jalen Hurts the answer for Philly? I don't know if he's the answer, but I do think he's worth giving some more looks at. Like, who are you going to get, especially draft-wise, that's better than Jalen Hurts? I don't know if there is a guy out there. Am I sold on Hurts being a franchise quarterback? I am not yet at this point. But I think he's worth a longer look again next year. I think he's shown some flashes. Now, if you could get me a Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, I would adjust my answer. But I think from a practical standpoint, give him another year. See how he does next season. From Nick, should the Browns trade for Russ because Baker is not the answer? Heck, who really is the answer for quarterback? I think if you're the Browns, with the way your roster is built, you have to explore other quarterback options. The ones that make sense, I think Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, if he is cleared from his issues off the field. If you can't get one of those guys for whatever reason, you might be best served rolling it back with Baker, which is not ideal, is not fun, but the free agency and draft options don't appeal to me that much. If you're going to keep Baker, by the way, get his footwork fixed. It is a disaster, and that makes it very tough to consistently be accurate, and that's been the case in the issue for Baker this year. From the past master, I think Justin Jefferson will pull a Stephon Diggs, or will the sides work it out? Keep up the great work, Chat Sports. Thank you, past master. I think Jefferson will work it out with Minnesota. I think the changes coming to that organization are going to end up benefiting Jefferson. He's a great football player. Diggs was done in Minnesota. He hated the offense. Jefferson's still feasting. His numbers are there, even more so than Diggs's were. So I wouldn't be panicked on that front if I were a Vikings fan, at least not yet. From Forest Bears, first off, which bear is best? The answer is black bear. But chance the Broncos hire the Packers OC and get Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if those two things are mutually exclusive or inclusive. I think it's a plausible path, though. If Rodgers likes Nathaniel Hackett and Denver gets word leaked from the Broncos or from the Packers camp, hey, you hire my boy Hackett, I'll come to Denver, I'll force my way to Denver. Go do it. Hackett's going to have head coaching interest anyway. Logical fit. So possible, but an individual outcome, probably a bit lower because two things happening is a lot tougher than just one thing happening. Who do you think will be the Broncos head coach in 2022? Is it going to be Nathaniel Hackett, the Packers OC, or somebody else altogether? Shoot your shot. Let me know in the comments section. DeLunatic, Super Chat. Change is needed versus Arizona in a playoff game. Be more aggressive. Dictate, aggressive what the defense gives you. If the things aren't working early, adjust sooner. Like, Dallas, great at making fourth quarter changes. Do it in the second quarter. Like, run the shit that works. Like, you've seen success with outside runs. Just didn't do it against Arizona. It doesn't make any sense to me. And, for being honest, avoid third down penalties. You're not going to convert a bunch of third and longs. So, stay out of them. Be aggressive.